Okay, welcome to a walkthrough of the eoma68-a20 planned revision 2.7.5 HDMI design review and layout thing. Talk. No, not talk. Video. Right. So here I have, normally I do full screen on this, but I'm doing deliberately splitting it into two at the moment to give some room for these images. This is a screenshot I did earlier of the manually created keep out area where we're keeping 15mm clearance on tracks in order to be able to get as close to a 100 ohms impedance as possible. I've done a explanation on the updates as to why we're not going for a taper. It's because when you've come down to the 50 ohms to get through all this stuff, you still have to expand out to 100 ohms here, and likewise on layer 1, which you haven't got space to do. So we can't do it. So instead what we're planning to do is on, if I put those two side by side, you'll be able to see that is underneath there. So keeping a 15mm clearance, including underneath the component where you literally cannot get, because of the separation here and the flowers hit, blah blah blah, etc etc. Where's the other one? Where's the other one? Da-da-da. Yep. That's actually probably the one that goes underneath. That one's on layer 2, that one, that's layer 6, bottom. That's layer 1. So those two go together, so this is coming underneath the component, so even underneath the component tracks, the distance down to the thing that will create, it will go from here through there to layer 1, 2, 3. On here it will go, because you've got those tracks coming up here. Do we need one on? Do we need that on out there to layer 5? I think we probably do. That really should be extended out to layer 5, shouldn't it? So that it can, so these parts of those tracks can also have 100 ohm close. Basically, instead, normally what you do is you put the width distance away from the things to be greater, so that you get the increased impedance. Here instead, because you can't do that because they're close together, we're going down for depth instead, down to, that's a 6, 5, 4, layer 4. So this closest thing to ground here is down through that hole to layer 4. Likewise this one here, it's down, up, down through layer 1 to through layer 2 onto a ground plane on layer 3. But all of this stuff is a pain in the neck. You can see here, this one, this manual keep out at 15mm. That distance there between there and there is not, it's not happy about it, because the thing, it's all done, everything is a pain in the neck. So I discovered that so don't need those, don't need that. I discovered that you can set a clearance during a special conditional rule in this proprietary program between one net and another set. And if I go to it, set up design rules, conditional rules, and I have one that class ground, I've added ground to its own separate class. So I had to do it in order to do this, because otherwise I would say class ground against rule object class HDMI, all HDMI tracks, on all layers, set clearance to, and there's a matrix button there. I've set copper 15, 15, 15, 15, 15. I've left trace 5, 5 because obviously I've got design rules where there's in places where obviously, like here, those ground bars are, there's no way we'll be able to keep them further than 15 away, and we don't want them to, because some of them are deliberately there on areas where the clearance through that hole is in the ground plane is anything. So and rather than messing about with messy track here, we instead have a nice smooth thing, and it's perfect. Must join those two together. Must put in a 10mm track in there. I'm showing those. So Z6. Okay. Ta-da! Beautiful. So that, apart from the the occasional via that I might move out there a bit, I have to check to see whether exactly what the thing underneath it is. So this is much better. Look, nice tidy 15mm clearance, including here, except for where it's got, I think I put that in earlier. I might move that up a bit. Whoops. This, I'm not moving it, and the reason is because Z1, it's a separation between the 24 MHz crystal and HHPD HDMI hot plug detect, etc, etc. So I am not moving that one, removing that one. Really, that should not be on that side, it should be on the other side, but you can't. There isn't room, basically. Z, all layers. Yeah, no, nothing. File, save, file, Z. There definitely isn't room. Be really nice to put not have that via there, and to not have those and have those the other side, so that you get coherent separation on there, blah blah blah, and have them all going the other side, or just have a no, too much, too complicated, not doing it. So yeah, all the hard work on that keep out area said 6, that keep out area which was previously there, delete. Questions in my mind are, should that doesn't go with that. That is for him. This one is for that one. Should this be extended? My feeling is yes, it should be. This is that's layer 6, that's layer 5. Should layer 5 one be extended out so it goes sorry, there, like that, in a similar fashion to this one, because of the these jobbies here. You can't move those wires. I don't want to remove that. Can't remove those wires. Don't want to remove that track. Thoughts appreciated. Thank you very much.